Ah, you've arrived. It certainly took you a while to get here. I suppose you can do as you like with your inheritance. But your uncle did not leave this restaurant to you just to float around. Ever since his absence, the restaurant has lost its impeccable status. So there is lots to be done. But first, as this restaurant's caretaker, let me tell you about the glorious history of this once intergalactic hotspot. Take a good look around. What a beauty, isn't she? This intergalactic restaurant has seen all corners of the cosmos and its inhabitants, with your uncle feeding a variety of different life forms. Not always easy with all these different tastes, but he always found a way. I've taken the liberty to prepare some portraits of your uncle. I am sure some of the regulars miss him too. Pick one up, will you? Your uncle, he certainly knew how to cook. What he lacked in refinement, he made up for in the kitchen. Truly a master at his craft. Last I heard from him, he went on a shopping trip to the planet Storm. He has yet to return. To fill in his shoes, you will have to do for now. Follow me. I need to show you someone. There you are! To help you out with the many mysteries of space, you have received a scanner, the device on your left wrist. With this you can scan indicated objects to get more information about them. This is vital when cooking with extraterrestrial tools and ingredients. When having scanned an object, you can call up and dismiss the information by touching your wrist device. Use your scanner on the newspaper. There is someone we need to discuss. Ah, Lady Momono, intergalactic food critic extraordinaire. In a few weeks' time, she will be visiting this region. Her highly respected review is our one shot at bringing this restaurant back to its glory days. We must lure her over here and impress her with your cooking, or we will fade into obscurity. Hit the screen of the scanner on your left wrist to dismiss the scanner display. You can reopen it at any point by hitting it again. That said, let's get you acquainted with the kitchen, shall we? Follow me to the kitchen. This is where the magic happens, the kitchen. It has a collection of intergalactic cooking tools and alien ingredients from all around the cosmos to satisfy any type of customer. It is up to you to learn your customers' tastes and perfect the ultimate dish for them. But first, let's observe your cooking skills. I brought in a friend to judge. Let's make him a simple dish. First, grab a plate by hitting the button. The icons on the plate represent the recipe. They show the amount of ingredients and what cooking methods to use. In this case, the recipe calls for 2 ingredients, 1 sliced and 1 crushed. To help you carry your plate and ingredients, you can call over your tray. Put your plate on the tray at the designated spot. Good. Now let's get some ingredients for our dish. Ingredients are stored in the pantry in the back. Follow me there. This is the pantry. It contains all types of alien ingredients from throughout the galaxy. You can choose, mix and match any ingredients for a dish. You can scan an ingredient to get more information about its origin and preparation requirements. Give it a try on the nuclear ferron. The scanner displays the ingredients information, as well as a clue on how to prepare an ingredient with any cooking method. You can scan an ingredient at any moment. Let's use the nuclear ferron in our first dish. Grab one from the pantry. Now that you have an ingredient, let us move over to the cutting station and slice up the nuclear ferron. This is the cutting station. Here you have an assortment of tools to change the consistency of an ingredient. One of the tools flew away, but don't worry, I'll catch it soon. You can slice the nuclear ferron with the laser knife. However, it needs to be on the correct setting. The correct setting depends on the ingredient you will be using the tool on. To figure out what settings a tool needs to be in, scan the tool and the ingredients to make the connection. Now, put the laser knife to the right setting and cut the ingredient several times until it is sliced. Put the knife to the right setting and slice the ingredient several times. Scan the tool and the ingredient to figure out the correct setting for the knife. Put the knife to the right setting and slice the ingredient several times. Scan the tool and the ingredient to figure out the correct setting for the knife. Put the knife to the right setting and slice the ingredient several times. Scan the tool and the ingredient to figure out the correct setting for the knife. Put the knife to the right setting and slice the ingredient several times. Scan the tool and the Oh, it seems at least you know how to use a Safarian laser knife. You can already put a sliced part on the plate or tray. Now, take the remaining half of the nuclear ferron or grab a new one. According to the recipe, we should crush it with a pulse hammer. Scan the hammer and the ingredient to figure out what setting it should be in. Then crush the ingredient by hitting it several times. Crush the nuclear ferron. Now we are ready for plating. Take the plate and your processed ingredients to the serving station. This is where you dress up the plate and serve it to the customer. First, let's plate the ingredients. Put your processed ingredients on the plate. The plate will only accept ingredients that match the dish requirements, so make sure you have followed the instructions. You have assembled your dish. However, appearance matters. To finalize the dish, it needs some dressing. Put the plate onto the counter. Now use the different dressing options to spruce up the plate. You are ready to serve up your dish. Put it on the counter in front of the customer. Now hit the bell to serve. You served your first dish, but unsurprisingly, it didn't quite match the customer's unique tastes. Our patrons from all over the cosmos have their preferences. It's crucial to tailor dishes to their standards to earn a perfect review. Only then might Lady Momono consider visiting. To check out the customer's tastes in more detail, you can use your scanner to scan the customer. Here you can inspect the ingredients and cooking methods the customer likes or dislikes. These affect how they review your dishes. Most of them are currently unknown. It is therefore important to try out different ingredients and methods to improve the scanner's knowledge. It seems like this customer liked the nuclear theron. Let's make another dish and try to discover some more customer likes. Grab a plate. For this recipe we need to flatten and roast the ingredient. But first, let's choose a new ingredient in the pantry. This time, let's take an ingredient from the ingredient vault. This machine contains a variety of different ingredients. I trust at least you know how to operate it. Take the indicated ingredient from the ingredient vault. Good. Next up is to flatten the ingredient into a patty. Follow me to the cutting station. This device is the nuclear press. What a beautiful patty! This recipe requires it to be roasted. This is one of the cooking methods in the cooking station. Follow me to the cooking station. The cooking station has the latest and greatest of cooking methods available for you. Or it used to. There have been some incidents, but don't worry, I'll get them all up and running soon. For now, we can roast your patty in the Nova heater. When using a cooking method on a tool, it is important you pay attention to the time. If you leave the ingredient too long, it can get charred or even worse. You can roast an ingredient with the Nova heater. Remember, scan the tool and ingredient to figure out the right settings to successfully process the ingredient. Make sure to take out the ingredients right on time to prevent it getting charred or worse. Scan the Nova heater and the ingredient to figure out the right settings for processing. Make sure you take out the ingredient right on time. Scan the Nova heater and the ingredient to figure out the right settings for processing. Make sure to take out the ingredient right on time. You now have processed your ingredient into a roasted patty. It looks scrumptious. With that, we are ready for plating. Let's go to the serving station. Appearance matters, so be sure to dress up the plate to get a better customer review of your dish. After dressing, place the plate in front of the customer. Hit the bell to serve your dish. Another dish served. Here you can see an overview of the customer's review and rating. What the customer liked, disliked, or was neutral to. It also shows new taste discoveries. For the perfect rating, the customer must like everything about your dish. Dislikes or repeating an ingredient in a dish lowers the rating. Let's have you create a dish on your own. I will be giving minimal help this time. Just remember, grab a plate, scan your customer for their tastes, choose your ingredients carefully, and fulfill the recipe. Grab a plate by hitting the button. Grab a plate by hitting the button. This recipe requires an ingredient to be pureed. For this, you can use the power blender in the cutting station. While you have to fulfill the recipe, you can always add your own twist to it by doing more than required. It might just net you a higher review rating. You have pureed your ingredient. Now process the rest of your ingredients according to the recipe to complete your dish. And don't forget the appearance. Oh, you did it? Well, good job. You clearly are not yet as skilled as your uncle, but it will have to do. I will be planning in several events where we can try to get the word out, starting with our grand opening. We will need to lure back our regulars before we can get to Lady Momono.